Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Oh, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue.
Alright, hi guys. My name is Mrs. Rocha again, in case you forgot, and today I'm going to talk to you about electricity and circuits, okay? So electricity, if you think about back to the time where me and Miss Cameron did a energy explorations video back at Starbase, we talked about electricity, and it's a form of energy. And it is a form of energy created by an accumulation of electrons or charged particles. And so where do we get these electrons? Well, if you remember, an atom has subatomic particles, and in the nucleus you have these protons and these neutrons, and then on the outside in this electric cloud here is electrons. You have these flow of electrons that are going around this atom. And the two types of electricity that I want to talk today about is static electricity, which means stationary basically, and then dynamic, so moving. So right here I have an example of a static electricity. So I have this lovely tissue paper, the kind that you just put into a gift, and then I have this charged straw. And so hopefully when I put it close to the tissue paper, it's going to kind of go up. It's going to follow it. So you can see a little bit that it's going to follow it and move it a little bit. It's kind of attracted to it. See that? So how I charged it is basically I took this plastic straw and I just I applied a lot of friction to it. So I just rubbed it really hard against this piece of paper, which is basically a junk mail envelope. So you take a junk mail or piece of paper or the paper that the straw was in, you rub it really hard, and then you cause some friction, so some charged and accumulated subatomic particles, and then this tissue paper is trying to be attracted to this. The same effect is when you rub a balloon against your head and you try to stick it onto this wall. I don't have a balloon, so that's why I had to do this tissue paper demo. A dynamic form of electricity is the movement of electrons, so the flow of electrons, right? So this is where I want to talk about circuits. So pretend this is a circuit, right? And the electrons need to flow. So right now the circuit is open, okay? It's not connected, so the electrons want to move, but they can't move because there's a gap, right? So this is an open circuit. An open circuit would be an example of your lights closed. Your lights would be off. Open circuit, lights are off. If you close the circuit, which means you turn on the lights, you're closing the circuit. So the electrons are able to flow freely through this circuit. Okay, and so a circuit needs to be made up of conductors, and those are materials that easily create a free-flowing amount of electrons. So conductors, your circuits need to be made out of conductors if you want that circuit to create electricity. And an example of these conductors is a simple aluminum foil or copper or any other type of metals like gold or silver. Those are pretty good conductors. Now the opposite of a conductor is an insulator. So if you want to properly insulate like your home, that's why they call them insulation, to keep the warmth in and the cold out, you want to insulate it with something. And so some insulators that are some examples of insulators is plastic. This is a plastic bag chip. And we got wood. Other examples are rubber and things like that. Glass. So those are insulators. And those do not, which means inhibit, they do not let electrons flow freely. Okay, so today I want to make a circuit with you all. I'm going to be using these pieces called little bits. They are kind of like a circuit board, except they're like little pieces. They're little magnetite pieces. And we have these back at Starbase. So at first, the first thing you need is a power source. So I got this 9-volt battery. I'm going to plug it into the cable here. And then we have the power source switch, which has a on and off switch there to create an open or closed circuit, right? So I'm going to start off with the famous buzzer. All you kids like these buzzers because they make an annoying sound and you like to annoy us teachers, I guess. I guess that's my reason. So I'm going to attach it. So if you ever have little bits at home, you can actually get these little kits on Amazon. You attach it through magnetism. So they connect through magnets, okay? So I'm going to turn on my switch and then there's going to be a buzzing noise. Be prepared. That was a little delayed, but there you go. So there is the buzzer. So these green bits are action bits, okay? I also have this light here. So I'm going to turn it on. And you can see that there is a little LED light that turns on. And then I'm going to show you one more. And it's our fan. It's our fan. Off. Open circuit. On. Closed circuit. Alright, and so if you get a little bit kit, there's also these pink bits in here, and these control the amount of energy that goes through your circuit. So this is a dimmer. So you can slide it to the least amount of energy flowing through it and then open up that circuit so the full amount of energy goes through it. So I am going to use the buzzer and I need to put it in between my power source. I need to put it in between my power source and then the bit that makes the action. And so right now I'm going to put it on the lowest amount of energy possible flowing. So when I turn it on, you really can't hear anything because there's hardly any energy flowing through. So as I increase it, you're going to hear that buzzer sound get louder and louder. Alright, sounds like a cow, right? So that is a simple circuit that you can make with little bits. Now, since we don't have, and all of us don't have little bits at home, we are going to make our own circuit. And all you need is a simple battery. So I have a D battery here. You need some aluminum foil. And you need to grab a little light bulb. You can find these on Christmas lights. I got it from my flashlight. And you just take out the light bulb. And you use your battery and your tape and your aluminum foil, and you get strips of aluminum foil and you tape them to each side of your battery, so positive side and the negative side. So remember, this is your power source, and then you're going to have these conductors to create a circuit. So this is a circuit, and then this is my output, which is this light bulb. Now I'm going to try and see if you can see it. So how you do this is I'm going to set my battery on the flat side, so the negative, and then this side is the positive. And I'm going to place my light bulb on the bottom of this metal and make sure it's touching one side of the aluminum foil. And then we're going to take this other side to close the circuit. So this is an open circuit right now. In order to close it, we're going to touch this metal, and you can see the light turn on a little bit. Let's see. It's very faint, but you can see my light turn on. And you can just get creative with this. You can get, if you have like copper wiring, paper clips or anything like that, you can get a piece of cardboard or construction paper, and you can tape your foil pieces to the paper with the tape. And if you have a nice Christmas light, you have those two prongs. That's very easy to tape onto your paper too and make different kinds of circuits. Alright, so that's all I have for you guys today. I would love to see all your homemade circuits. And there will be a worksheet with this video, so check out on the bottom. And that's all I got for you guys for now. So I hope you guys have a great day and that you're staying safe. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!